on in Belterra. I actually had somebody ask me about Belterra relative to places like Circle C, the other projects that you see a little bit closer in. And what was interesting is when I pulled the numbers, we're seeing strong numbers like other markets in Southwest Austin. I mean, we're a little bit further out, we're more in the Dripping Springs area. But if we look at Belterra, sales year to date up 45% from a year ago. And this is through the end of July. I pulled numbers through the end of July. Now the units, 89 versus 61 sold units, it's also up 40%. So if you look at the market a year ago in Belterra, it was fairly difficult for people to sell. I mean, it was a lot slower because I didn't go back 2 years to look at the numbers. It's sort of gone through kind of a U-shaped adjustment. What tended to happen in these distant master plan communities or markets is it went through this little dip, slowed down, and I think people will look at the 2011 market as sort of low, and things are coming back up. Now, the only thing that went backwards in Belterra, and this is kind of interesting, is days on market went up to 89 compared to 76 days a year ago. And I
Why do you think that is?
Well, let's look at the next number. The median price of homes is starting to creep up out there. There's some larger homes. And what we know about the market is the stuff that people are really purchasing in Belterra is at a higher price. And we know in general, every price point you move up in Austin, especially above 250, 300,000, it's a little bit slower. And we talk about as you get up in the 800,000 and higher in the luxury market, it's even slower. So for Belterra, part of the reason I think the days on market are higher is we've got a higher median price. We've got a little bit bigger homes. And I went and looked at some of the inventory recently, and there's a lot of inventory at a higher price. I mean, 315 is the median. You've got a lot of 400 plus property that is in there, including when you look through what's sold this year. There's been a lot more in that price range, and those in general take a little bit longer to sell. So when you look at the market from the standpoint of a Southwest market, I think you're seeing people starting to look because we've got strong schools for Belterra. It's a big master plan community. It's got its own recreation and park system and trail system, much like Circle C does. So it becomes, because of the strength of the school district, the location, and pricing, what you get for your money, a alternative or a choice. Part of the challenge in Circle C, and I've done this recently with relocating buyers, is if you're in that $300,000 to $450,000 range, and I took a broad range there. Some buyers are in the mid threes, low threes. Others are between 4 and 450. There's not a lot to choose from. I mean, there's only 40-something houses in Circle C on the market. And the next question becomes, where do I go to look if I can't find what I'm looking for in the Circle C area? And Belterra becomes a much more suitable choice for somebody who wants that look and feel and that lifestyle of the master plan, active outdoor lifestyle community than other areas within Southwest Austin. I had a buyer recently want to go look over in Shady Hollow and some of the other communities. They liked them. They liked some of the homes. But their comment was, where do we go if we want to have this sort of enclosed community with a community center and a pool and trail system, oriented around an outdoor lifestyle? I said, well, you probably might have to go 10, 15 minutes up the road here and go look at Belterra. And sure enough, we went in there and we took a look at it, and they said, yeah, we like this better. And again, this is particular to a buyer, but if they want a master plan community, that's the part that they get when you get into Belterra. I don't know if you've ever sold any homes over here.
Never in Belterra.
Not in Belterra? Yeah, it's a nice. It is a nice community. I mean, it's a beautiful setting out there.
But Belterra is where in the shape of things? About Southwest Parkway, or is that more of a...
No, you're going to go out. If you go to the Y, going on 71, you go to the Y, instead of going up 71 towards covered bridges and up towards the lake, you're going to veer to the left and continue on 290. You're going to go another 7 to 10 minutes, depending on traffic, and it's on your left. There's a major entrance for the project there. So drive-wise, you're another 10, 15 minutes beyond Circle C, but it's certainly nothing, and this is another thing that Austin locals don't have a good perspective on, is drive times. I mean, we think that if somebody has to drive more than 15, 20 minutes, or they hit any kind of traffic, it's bad. But you got to remember, some of our relocating clients are coming in from markets where if they have an hour commute in horrible traffic, it's a good day. You know, for example, if you live in Chicago or LA or Houston or something like that. And so for them, drive-wise, Belterra, even though it's another 15, 20 minutes out, it's a good alternative. And that's what's driving the demand there. You're also getting some Southwest Austin move up. You know, people that will come out of the other communities that want to get into a master plan community. There is a challenge, like we talked about, with available inventory. And there's not a lot of other choices in Southwest Austin. Going out towards the Dripping Springs market, you've got Belterra, you've got Circle C closer in, and when you get beyond that, you got to go all the way out to the lake at Center Ranch, or like we talked about previously, over to the Avery Ranch Northwest area, over off 183, or all the way out to Round Rock. So if your desire and need is to live in Southwest Austin, it's Circle C or Belterra are your two big choices unless you want to be out by the lake and Center Ranch.
Got it.